Now, the second part of this type of jump training, not jumping training, is having a person approached. When we approach a dog versus a dog approaching us, that's actually different in our mind. It sounds like it'd be the same, unfortunately it's not. You'll notice most times you walk up to him, he's not probably gonna SIT, he didn't right there. So we can teach him this as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna walk up to him with a treat, the same way we did previously, and just give him that signal as I approach him. Good boy, give him that signal, good job. All right, now I'm not asking anything of him verbally. I'm just trying to tell him when somebody approaches you, you need to automatically do this. You need to maneuver. Good, so I didn't want to say it before I did it, because I want him to do it when I just approach him. Good, therefore, right there, I phase the treat out. Good job. Here, buddy, come on over here. And now I'm gonna try walking up to him and see if he's got it. Good boy, yes. Yes, 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 yes. So there's another jackpot. I put my hands behind my back. I said, hey, do you understand this? Sure enough, he did. And I gave him the jackpot reward for that. So I'm gonna do that one more time, and then I'm gonna bring Tiffany in. And I'm gonna show you how to do this with another person, prevent it from jumping on other people. The only way to possibly get your dog to stop jumping on other people or anybody is making sure he's never allowed to jump on anybody ever without permission. Now you can sit here and say, hey, come on up and give me a hug if you like. Dogs can differentiate when they're invited and when they're not. But if anybody ever lets him jump when he was not invited, he's just learned that he does not have to follow that rule 24/7. So let me test this one more time. We'll bring in Tiffany just to see how he does here. Hey bud, how are you? How you doing? Good. You got trees on your nose. Good job. There you go. Very good boy. Yes, 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 yes. So there's another jackpot because he did so well. He set automatically just on my approach. So my approach is now the signal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have Tiffany approach here and just to see if he's got this. Some dogs will, some dogs won't. I don't think he will, but if he does, hey, that would be great. And then, if not, I'm going to show you the caveat on how to get him to do this with other people as well. So Tiffany, you come just stand over here, please. All right. So I'm going to have her walk up to him, just see what happens. Go ahead and approach him. Good boy. Good job. There we go. Good boy. Good job. You want to pet him now? Good job. All right. Let's try that again. So actually, he did better than I thought. So it took him a little bit. You see, it took a little longer than with me. Why? Because she's new. Dogs, again, don't generalize well. So what I'm going to have her do is have her walk up and just give that signal. This is if somebody can help you. If somebody can't help you, we'll talk about that next, okay? So go ahead and just walk up and give him that SIT signal. Yes, very good boy. He does not get attention from her until he stays on his butt, like you saw me try to get up. She's pulled back and said, well, I'm not petting you. And he goes, well, hey, I'll keep my bum on the ground. It keeps you loving on me. You can see him choose to do that right there, okay? So, if you have to experiment a little bit, sit, good. Now, what you can do is you'll maybe stop here and he'll sit. If he doesn't stop there, what you can do is start further out, start giving him a signal more slowly and more flamboyantly, more give a bigger gesture. And so he goes, oh, I see what you want. You want me to sit too. Give him a little bit more time to process, okay? So Tiffany, now you make move a step this way now. I want to move into how to train them not to jump on others when they're unable. If you have somebody who's in a walker, you just meet somebody on the road and you're not asking them, hey, can you train my dog for me? What can we do? Overall, it comes down to this. He is not allowed to see her, greet her, smell her, or anything, and she's not allowed to interact with him until he sits appropriately or just doesn't jump, whichever case it may be. Right now, we're going to ask him to sit because we've been working on that, and that's what I continue on with this dog specifically. If you haven't worked on that with your dog yet, I suggest that, but if you're out on a walk, you have to exercise your dog. You can use this technique. You don't have to ask for the sit. The idea is, I don't want him jumping. We're going to walk up. If he jumps, I'm going to correct him verbally and with the leash, little bitty corrections like this, just jiggling, not jerking on him. And and then we'll take him back. And then when he chooses to come with me, we'll come back and we'll do this over and over until he does it correctly. So I'll show you what that looks like. Come on, say hi. Good boy, good job. You haven't pet him now. So they can pet until he misbehaves. If he does fine, we'll say, let's do it again, bud. Come on. I'm going to get him a little bit more excited, just for the sake of demonstration here. Let's go say hello. Say hi. No. Hey, try again. So there he put his mouth on her. I don't want that. I don't want that. Nope. He's biting the leash if I'm out of frame here. Let's go. Good. No. Hey, come on. So I was waiting for him to do something there. I don't want to set him up to fail and just say bad dog. But this dog is known for using bad behaviors or unwanted behaviors to get attention. Sometimes it's licking, sometimes it's nibbling, sometimes it's grabbing on the leash, jumping, etc. So I'm telling him, hey, we're not doing that. I want to find what behavior he's first going to go to and say, hey, bud, we don't do that. I want you to calm down and stop that. Then after he understands that, I'll have criteria to calm down, stop that, and sit down. So let's go say hello. Good boy, good job. That was great. That just happened to work out. You probably heard me say it. Let's do it again. Come on. All right, let's go back. Let's go say hello. Good boy, good job. So nothing, no bad behavior. I'm not asking for the sit right now, again, because he's having trouble figuring this out. Good, good, come on. We'll do that a few times until he gets that. Nope, there he jumped on me, so I'm gonna add the punishment by taking him away from her. Just go this way. Good job. He's watching me now because he knows I have treats. That's okay. We'll do that again. And that's okay. He's paying more attention to me than the distraction. You defeat the problem. He's not gonna jump on her. He's worried about where the treats are. Let's go say hello. Good boy, good job. That's perfectly fine as well.
Thanks.
Good job. So this time, Tiff might have you call him and get a little excited so he's focused on you. Go ahead.
Hey, Tops. How are you?
Good choice. Very
Good,
good.
good.
Ah. So he did do a little bit of a jump there.
Good.
Since this is new, I'm going to let that go because he ended up sitting. He was already kind of sitting. Come on. He was already kind of sitting. He listened to the no. We gave him that disappointment tone. We said, hey, bud, don't do that. That was good enough for me. I don't want to add too much criteria because let's say he sat down. He goes, I'm going to sit down because I think that's what they want. And then he jumps. And as he's thinking about sitting down, we tell him no. And then as he jumps, we tell him yes. If our timing's off a little bit, we'll tell him that he's doing the wrong thing. So I'm not going to add too much criteria right here. Come on, bud.
Hey, Tops. What's going on, bud?
Good. Good. And there's an example of me doing it incorrectly. I wanted you to see that. Good boy. What happened was he was sitting and I said no the second his butt hit the ground. If you rewind the video, you'll notice he picked his butt back up right away because he thought he was doing the wrong thing by sitting. So, come on. Now we may have a problem here. We'll do the exact same thing. Let's see if he sits or not this time. He probably will, but if he doesn't, that's exactly why.
Hey, Tops. How's it going, bud?
Yes, very good. Good job. Very good.
Yes.
So yeah, he's got this figured out. He understands he's supposed to sit to get attention. If he bites on the leash, the only thing we do is tell him no, or if he paws at us or nips at us, we tell him no. If that happens multiple times, then we'll add a punishment such as a timeout, tie him up, walk away if we're out and about, or put him in a kennel, walk away. We'll talk more about punishments later, properly using punishments. We don't use hit kicks, the smacking, screaming, that kind of thing. It's that we're going to take something away, his freedom, or his food or his treats. He's got a few more treats on the ground here. So come on, bud. Let's do it again. One more time. All right, this time get a little bit more excited.
Hey, Toads, what's going on, buddy? Hi.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, very
Good
good.
job.
So what you can see now, next to me, what you can see is we're slowly adding distraction. We started just by having her quiet. We walked up, or she walked up even, so he's not getting too excited. And then we added him walking to her, and then eventually we added her talking to him, and then finally kind of getting a little bit more excited, and finally saying, hey, bud, how's it going? And he was able to function. The same rule applies if you add a little bit of a level of distraction, doesn't matter how much it is, if you add more excitement to make him more excited and he can't function, we have to back up to the last place he succeeded and practice 2 to 3 times. And his was actually on the front end. Right away he started jumping and getting crazy. After that he learned very quickly, oh, you don't want me to do that. So then we could add a lot of distraction before he actually fails again. So he didn't fail, he did a really good job there.